Now the damage resistance helps make it a level 1, but since you're one shot, you. But the damage itself, the you dealing damage makes a big difference, I would assume. So a pure level 1 route must be significantly harder. I picked over the ground near the entrance, but found nothing. Do you have any better luck inside the cave? Since I have no damage, true. True. This is Aboxia. Along with Kryle's contribution, we have more than enough for our needs. The stones you've brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. I thank you both. He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leader for this year's Ihihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That's why you agreed to Wuklamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. Her words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me. I will walk it, for myself and for my friend. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall. With that, let us return and deliver the Apoxia into Wukavu's waiting hands. Off we go, back to turn in some rocks. Turning in rocks. Bum 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 digga dum bum bum digga digga. Bum digga dong 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 digga digga bum digga dong dong. We're almost there. Why did it make us so slow? How far is the nearest to the current? Northeast? That's the direction I'm going. Wait a second here. Oh my goodness. Dum ba ba dum ba dum ba dum digga digga. Let's see how far we are now. 80 north. Oh, it's right there. Holy boy. Easy peasy. Aether current received. Where's the next closest one? Southeast, so it's probably over there. Up we go. Up we go. Up. Okavoo! Thanks for the third promise and Hermetis wings. We've collected some suitable logs of Uyupyo. For the Abakasaka. Here is your rock. Yes, these are excellent samples. A good quantity too. At this stage, you'll likely surmise the lifting of wings encourages surmise that the lifting of wings encourages the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes as planned, the result should be spectacular. Now to get to work, crafting these pieces for the float. I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Uyupyo's conductivity. Then I'll be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Okanu. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. Okay. Boy, you know we just gonna teleport there because that place is. I'm done running around. I'm done running because it takes too long. We teleporting. We be teleporting out here. Gathering the Uyupyo was a trial in of itself. At first, Wukavu criticized everything I did, but he suddenly yelled, "I've spoken ill of the third promise and must be punished myself," and proceeded to slam his head on the Uyupyo tree. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen the poles and the new eye. Now we have to wait for the feathers from the twins. We get paint. We're getting paint. In reality, I'm taking the money. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. In reality, I'm gonna take the money. But there by the float, isn't it the third promise? And the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the complete the feat of freeze by reviving Ihihana. The festival is a prayer for the crops, but does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okahanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Koana out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. Sounds like our Koana. One look at the reeds and he was all needed to think up a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. Bum. Took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. Winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for Malms. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Aaronvale's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I'm a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wukavu. All that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Papa was the guest of honor the last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Wuklamat. Who? Oh, who is it? You, dummy. Our beloved Ihana, the lifting of wings, and the lifting of wings is only being held because you and your companions. Thus, I do nominate you, Uklamat, as our guest of honor. Huh? Me? Of course, you, Uklamat. Of course. The boat won't make me seasick, will it? Oh my goodness, this girl. There's no water underneath. It won't make you seasick. I don't think so. Poor Uklamat. Then away I anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Uklamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. Be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanuyaki, where the sacred likeness of Kiyahi is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is to clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wukavu has finished the float? Let me come along and help you with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much of a fighter. I'll stay behind and assist Wukavu with the repairs. You aren't sure what you need to go. The path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches to the east. It will lead you across the bridges to the stride of the sun. Then we shall see to the clearing to end to end. Yes, 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 let's do it. Dum ba ba dum dum. Bum 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 ba la 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 la. Okay, let's go kill some monsters. As Linu Hanu said, Kozanuyaki, blah, blah, blah. Dude, these names, dude. These names. Final Fantasy 14 is something else. Should be down this way. Then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and the stride of the sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've pulled all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of Kiyahihi. Kiyaii. Yeah, all I'm saying is these names are always something else. Like what was that? Ooh you boo boo. Is that what the forest is just called? It's just hard to pronounce. It's just hard to pronounce. Oh, not a stink shell. Whatever shall I do? Bonk. Oh, bonk. Oh, bonk. Torgal. Puppy. Papa do stinky. Papa do stinky. Bum bum bum. Ba da 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 dum bum. Come on, Vu, let's kick some butt. they really spent that money and bought that motorcycle, didn't they? Play part of the challenge log. How is my boy doing? Yeah, they got a while before they rank up again. A long while. Poison frogs. Those are just big. Look at those big ass frogs. For sure, poisoning is one of the least of my worries. Crush me to death. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Easy peasy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay. And we wait, and we wait, and we wait some more. And we wait, and we wait, and we wait some more. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of Ki-Yai-E. Hanu, the deity of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. I was half expecting a flying whale. Nah, yeah, even the sacred images are floating with weaves. These aren't the Vanu. These are the Hanu. There's a difference. They have H in their name, not V. Makes you appreciate how much. It makes you appreciate how much their culture revolves around the reed harvest, doesn't it? It's said that the Ki-Yai was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was brought to Tyrol by the first Hanu. Hanu migrated here from another continent. And mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we be getting back to Linu Hanu? If they want to know the path is safe for the procession. Right, I need to ride on that float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done right here. Meanwhile, in Okano, is the two-headed guy. I fucking knew it.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you.
Dude, let's go.
Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
Yeah.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
Bruh, fuck this guy. Not our boy Wukavoo.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Yeah, Linu Hanu. Yeah.
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
Fuck this guy.
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Dude, what a fucking... Oh, bruh.
Very well, if that's what you want.
No. Yeah! Yeah, Buklamat!
Put everything into that blow.
Oh, Buklamat.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Oh no. You better fuck this guy up.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Mm-hmm.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Bro, they should be disqualified, dude. They were threatening to kill people, to kill civilians.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you.
Nah, I'd fuck him up. I'd fuck him up. I'd fuck him up.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
I'd kick his booty.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
I hope not.
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
He's so happy.
Yes, we are.
So happy, dude. Thank you for coming, and thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-headed, I may have as well not. I have not been there at all. Nonsense! You stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. We're taking the money. We're taking the money. Knowing the Hanu. With the exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that the repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform villagers that Ihihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Oh, Kali. See? I remember. So to go tell villagers Ohakane. Bum bum. Ba da 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 bum bum. Get off our mount and go. No. Switch to say. There we go. Oh ho. Ale. Oh golly. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repairs should be finished as soon as possible. What to do? What to do? Oh golly. Oh golly. The festival's about to begin? What did you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there. Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of the wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Oh, Kali! What? The float is fixed? Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihana soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not lest their loss deter us from it. We must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Let's make our way back. Bookaboo. What? Bird. Bum 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 bum. Down, take it down. We're pleased to hear the festival is going ahead, I imagine. Yes. Well, that is well. That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. No. Birds!
So few have come.
Aww.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Also, we only told 3 people.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning. It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers, a commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders
go.
burn, or your feathers fall out! But do not even think of dropping her!
Let's go. I would like to not participate.
Ready and...
Oh my god, look at that.
I could get used to this.
Huh? Oh, whoa. Reeds.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Let's go.
to see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again.
Aww.
We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
And they're all so happy.
Right. We've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Kozanuaki. Dude, let's go. Look at that.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Oh! 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 It's taking our souls!
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Bro. Oh my god! Bro. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at that.
It worked.
Of course it worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible.
Mm-hmm. Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. The brethren have been swept up by the festival fever last I saw. They're taking turns at carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight that you've accomplished. Oh, she's so happy. Then all grow.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
True.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper.
Aww.
We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic, and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
Oh, that makes sense.
Connor!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
I played too many games. I played this for a while. I just had no time to get back to it. Like, talking about Final Fantasy? You should, Andy. You should get back to it. Yes, yes. There's also Final Fantasy 14 drops going on right now. That can give you items if you watch a certain amount of hours on Twitch. They give you the codes. What do you do? What do you do? He drugged up the plants. Bruh.
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
There are a lot of quests, though, I will say.
You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Probably liquid ether.
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
Makes sense.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
But that's the point of culture and tradition.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
It's true.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
You could just drop a liquid into the fields to make plants grow, but you could also have an entire festival, everyone become happy and joyous and bring good tidings to do the same result. Which would you rather do? I like the festival part, to be honest. The other one's just lazy and boring.
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
Is Casey working? Casey is working. Casey's doing some media stuff. She clocked in around 10 or so. 10:30. So I think, assuming that she doesn't stay full shift, she'll probably be off the next hour and a half. Yeah, like hour and a half or so.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Thank you, Zuhali. Zunahaluli.
So this is what they look like.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
Oh.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
Like I love I like Koana. I just think
Not even
that
a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
I like Koana. I just think his heart is in the right place, but I don't think he sees the bigger picture is the problem.
The third promise? You must join us for Ikikana next season. As Dawn servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now.
Ready to talk to the Pelu.
Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
To talk to the Pelu.
These are interesting times indeed.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. My journey has just started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Vu, for one, is a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful as of other cultures as he is. And Linuhanu is warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihiana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking about who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Jabba. And then now we've also opened up the Aether current quest, it looks like. Yep. At least 2 of them. Fuck it, we teleporting, dude. Anything over 1,000 will be a bit iffy when it comes to teleporting, but 450. Yeah, buddy. I'll spend the 450. Bada-bada-boopy. There's also side of the. Oh, it's just the sightseeing log. Okay. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was on the right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep moving and march towards Urukpacha. Chances are good, we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see that our optimistic Pelu friend has to say. Hello, approachable Pelu. I've been waiting for you for what feels like days, and eaten enough of Baruch Evu's tacos to feed an army. What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Pacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then head to the west of the first fork. We should be wary of anything along the way. That is indeed the way to Urukpacha. After the damage brought by the recent downpour, however, we'll be doing more stumbling than walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come on, and come with me. We're gonna ride some alpacas, aren't we? I saw it in the image for the quest. Yes, sir. We're riding some alpacas. I'm gonna randomize the minion. New minion, please. Alpaca time. May I introduce you to our most dependable companion, the alpaca. These animals can traverse Uropacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yggdrasil. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which ill suits its qualities, but it's not needed anyway? But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas are bred as mounts. Bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. They're really doing this then? Oh. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if I wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good, I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from the Pelu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade. As you should know, they take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. Fair. Just don't go pulling on them and shit. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Urokpacha, then that's what we'll do. Alpaca time!
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal.
Look at that mountain.
Rises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valikarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Urokpacha. Pacha!
So this is Urkopacha.
Urkpacha.
I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear. Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yggdrasil. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wook Lamat, are you not?
Huh?
I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here of all places.
Huh? Oh, some random guy. I hate his hair on him.
But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrin Pelu.
Oh, truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urcopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Oh, actually doesn't sound terrible.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels.
Didn't he have a question for us?
Oh, silly me. I almost forgot
exactly.
to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
Mm-hmm.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Mm-hmm. Her eyes.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyollal.
I like how big her eyes
peddlers
are.
Can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas.
I like how big her eyes are. It's just like a cat that's just like gone all bug-eyed, except her eyes are constant like that.
They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
She's gonna get swindled so bad. She's gonna get swindled so bad. Oh, Wuklamat.
Pelu's down the path, off the main road. Don't get lost.
Oh, my bag of rocks girl.
It's right there.
Still gets lost. Girl, practically robbed. Nah, she's gonna get literally robbed in daylight, in broad daylight. I can see her being the kind of person like, oh, I'm gonna help this person out. In reality, they're thieves, and she's not gonna think anything of it, and then give the thieves whatever they want because she's a nice person. She's like that kind of level. Didn't that happen to Astinian too? Yes, it's exactly what happened to Astinian. He was like, oh, let's go find this thing, and it was charged like 10 times the normal price just because he's a nice person. Were you here on stream yesterday, Ashes? Because Astinian is apparently in the expansion. He was fighting her father, and he's like, oh, you guys have business? Okay, I'll leave for now. Bye-bye. Yeah, he's here. He's somewhere. He's just not part of the main story right now, but he's somewhere. He'll probably be in the later patches or towards the end of the of 7.0. My boy Astinian. This is it. He's just like, yeah, I went to the east, so I might as well go west, and you guys just happen to be here too. This is it. Watrin Pelu, home of the Pelu. Glamat should have arrived before us. She about to be swindled. Oh no, she's already talking to people. That's not good. That's not good at all. Here we go. You've come all this way to the right of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with the future Dawn servant. Please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then. The ideal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. Oh no! Oh no! Our nation's ruler should dress her best for adorning people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come with the promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Oh no! Get her, Aaronville, get her! What did you just talk about? Aaronville, when did you... Oh, Woklama, no, she almost fell forward immediately! Ah, a Shitona from the far-off Dawntrail. Northern winters are bitter cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca fur. No, thank you. I'm not in need of any new clothes at the moment, but neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course. My shop door is always open. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking cockroaches. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuklamat fall prey to the affable approach time and time again. She's just a baby, be nice to her. She's just a baby. A baby who's gonna be queen of the entire country. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. That's nice. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu. Let's take Aaronville's word of caution to heart. We level up? No. Oh, yes. Level 91. Level 91. Before I accept this question, I'm gonna go and get the Aetherite before I forget, because I know I'm gonna. She's just a baby. Bum-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-dum. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get something to drink, etc., and then we will be continuing to play for a couple more hours. Got a Mountain Dew. We're raring to go. On to the next quest. Traders of Happiness. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Kryal, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. Clement, you and Aaronville might try approaching travelers and passerbys. Philip, pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relate the third promise. Let's do it. Talking to more people, talking to more people. A Dawn Servant Selector? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the right of succession, I take it? Me, I don't much care with who sits on the throne as long as they keep Tyrell peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once the arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy double, I say. No. No. Oh, right, yes, you were asking about the Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading route, I've heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobly, probably tell you more about it. Tobly.